Division III in Central Catholic. 2 weeks into the postseason, 2 dominant wins by the Fighting Irish, running clock in both playoff games. Tonight facing the 12-seed Lexington. After a Victor Singleton kick return sets up the Irish in great field position, Tyler Morgan from second and goal. Central gets on the board first, then they would force a 3-and-out, and the Fighting Irish go to the air. Preston Friesel picked up a Michigan State offer this weekend. Isaiah Fox hits the tight end for the 51-yard score. Now, Fox would leave the game with an upper body injury. So Ali Beydoun comes in for Central Catholic. We've seen him come in before. Hands off to Morgan. Ooh, he bounces outside for a 33-yard touchdown run. It's a 3-score lead in the first quarter. Morgan a pair of touchdowns. Second quarter now, Beydoun connects with Sherrard Vaughn on the swing pass despite the face mask. Trey shakes free, and he is off to the races. A 66-yard score. It's 28-0 midway through the second quarter. Central's offense goes a little cold from there, but the defense was there all night long. Early in the third, good field position again. Beydoun over the middle to Friesel, his second of the game, and let that clock roll. It's a 35-0 lead. Now the Minutemen would get a fourth quarter score. Central a 35-7 victory. Victor Singleton, a pick, a forced fumble, damage in the return game as Central rolling on.
Have a day.
Well, it's always you want to try to do. You want to start out fast and get the other team on their heels, and we felt pretty good about our defensive game plan going in. So if we can get on the board quick, that's why we took the opening kickoff when we won the toss and found some things we could go to, and it worked out.
We were talking about this in film and then practice in the locker room. Talking about we got to get one started off, get one. Good, try to every week try to go 1-0, go back to states. The whole defense, but shout out Ali, quarterback went down. He's 27, coming in and stepping up.
But it's always tough, it's tough coming into a game when all week long the other guy got starter reps. So you're going on limited reps. Thought he handled a good job, especially against a team that was packing the box so much. And, like I said, we put points up, got the clock running, and able to get the W. We're just happy to be in the Final 8 and keep moving on and keep playing, and hopefully we can go 1-0 this week and move on to the Final 4.
Greg Franke and Ed Bellner on the call, and Tiffin, they join us now.
Well, it really appeared going into the game that Central had a real depth advantage here on Lexington, but you never know. A team similar to them, Defiance, gave Central a real battle last year, but Central made it clear that they didn't want that to happen again tonight.
Yeah, Central took control of this one early. Lexington, some really good individual players, guys getting looked at the next level, but just not the complete team that this Central Catholic team is.
Central really came out firing on all cylinders just from the opening kickoff when Victor Singleton took it back deep into Lexington territory, and then really for the first 5 or 10 minutes, everything Central did just seemed to click.
Yeah, the offense was firing on all cylinders. Singleton had himself a night. He had an interception. He created a strip fumble and just played really well. But, by halftime, this one really was in the books.
Well, Central has certainly got the experience, although this is a less experienced Central team than some had in the past. But the way they're going right now, certainly it would appear, especially because they were so battle-hardened by some of the great teams they played during the year, they're going to be ready going forward.
Yeah, they are. They'll have another big matchup next week, and they're just going to have to come out and get ready. But we've seen it. In years past, Coach Dempsey knows how to get a team ready for the playoffs.
One thing this team has shown is the ability to win close games, and those close games are going to start commencing right about now. But a big win tonight over Lexington.
3 straight running clocks for the Fighting Irish. Up next, Parma, Padua, Franciscan. They beat Cleveland Benedictine tonight 42-28. So the Fighting Irish move on. And guys, one of the things I always appreciate about Greg Dempsey and Central Catholic, he's got some wrinkles in the postseason. We haven't seen Victor Singleton returning kicks all year long. They use that tonight and immediately has pay off big dividends.
Yeah, Coach Dempsey, one thing I know about him is he installs so much into his team and as far as different packages and things like that, and then now they bring them out when they need them. A lot of the times the JV guys are getting in the game in the second half, but now when they need them, they can show it, but also put it on tape for the next team to see it as well.
Yeah, it's huge. And Singleton's a game breaker. The more touches, the better it is for everybody that's rooting on Cherry Street.
So Central will get Padua Franciscan next week. Early thoughts on that matchup?
I think it's going to be a competitive game, but all in all, I think it's a Central Catholic type of game. They're going to go out there and dominate. It's going to be tough, but I think Central just got too much talent.
Execution, that's what it's about.
We'll find out next Friday.